Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. Some cracking days of flying coming up this weekend. This forecast issued on Thursday the 25th of April, and just a reminder that as always the site's kept free of charge by the adverts you're seeing around the screen here, and when you come back and use the site and use the adverts, that's what keeps us free of charge. Now, this is the chart for Friday. Don't normally show this when we do the weekend forecast, but because it looks like being a reasonable day's flying on Friday, I wanted to include this for you today. And what to note from this is that we've got this area in here where we've got the troughs extending from the low, which are bringing showers and perhaps dipping into non-VFR conditions at times with embedded Q and possibility of some embedded Q NIM. Also, we've got another area down through East Anglia in the far southeast, just with some residual hangover of cloud and some spots of rain from the cold front that's cleared away. But in between, looks like we've got some fine flying conditions to be found. Now, cloud base is looking something like this. Where we've got that hangover of cloud look just across the southeast, we've got 1,000 to 2,000 foot bases at midday tomorrow, perhaps down as low as 500 feet with the rain clearing away. But elsewhere, you see mainly we've got bases up above 2,000 feet. We need to be careful in this zone here, just with bases down to 1,800 feet at times in any showers. But generally, you can see there, it is generally mainly above the 2,000 foot mark. Visibility for Friday looking okay, not surprised to see it a little bit lower in any rain across the far southeast, also within that area here where we've got those showers, but generally up above 15 kilometres. And this is a chart that should get the glider pilots amongst you excited. This is the forecast QT diagram for Cambridge for tomorrow afternoon. And just look at that there, that area of instability there, stretching from about 900 millibars up to 625 millibars. That's you're developing cumulus cloud. Looks a little bit dry to really develop into anything really nasty. So actually, there should be some absolutely cracking flying conditions around if you can get in between those Q. Then looking ahead into Saturday, we've got a weak ridge just building here from off the Atlantic. You see some showers coming in down these eastern coasts generated by that northeasterly wind, but again, it looks like being a fair day for many, particularly away from those eastern coasts. Base is pretty high and should be some fair VFR conditions. Here's the forecast cloud bases. Again, you just see little bits and pieces of cloud there below 1,000 feet down the eastern coast, just being pulled in off the sea there in that northeasterly flow, but generally above 2,000 feet for all. Visibility again slightly reduced down these eastern coasts where we get the showers. Could be 5 to 10 kilometres in those showers, but out towards the west it really is a 15 kilometre plus day. And again, a chart to get you excited if you're into your gliding. This is the forecast chart, QT, for Cambridge for midday on Saturday. We've got our base here at around 850 millibars, so a 5,000 foot base to the cumulus. And here's our tops of the cumulus going in at about 500 feet. Now, it looks like the atmosphere here is slightly moister, so there is the chance of catching a heavy shower during Saturday afternoon, but it's unstable air. I think if you can get between the showers, it looks okay. I think I'd be giving it a day rating probably of a high 3 or even a 4. Again, it looks like being a good day. And for all, really, the message is if you can avoid the showers, get in between the showers, then you're probably going to be enjoying fine conditions, best always towards the west. And finally, for Sunday, here's the occluded front that's moving southeast through Ireland into northern parts of England on Sunday, bringing some outbreaks of rain with it. Showers then following into western parts of Scotland. Fairly breezy there too. You see the isobars increasing. But elsewhere, look, ridge of high pressure builds in, and it looks as if it brings us a fair day across much of England and eastern Wales with some sunny spells and reasonable flying conditions. Well, actually good flying conditions for most. However, there will be some low cloud around, and this is all to do with residual frontal stuff that looks as if it probably brings base of 1,000 to 2,000 feet early on across southern and eastern England, but I think that will be lifting, although through the channel I think we could see visibility quite markedly reduced there as the front clear through. Elsewhere, base is up above 2,000 feet, although with that front coming into the west, we're going to find bases somewhat reduced there. And visibility, you won't be surprised to see, reduced across northern and western coast, but for most we're up at 15 kilometres plus, although do remember what I said about low cloud through the channel reducing things there. all in all then, a good flying weekend, one to make the most of, I think, one of those early spring weekends that you can really take advantage of. So, hopefully it will turn out the way that it's looking at the moment. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. Remember, we kept free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen. It's when you come back and use the site and use the adverts, it generates revenue that keeps us free of charge. So thank you for doing that. I'm Simon Keeling. Thanks for watching. Have a great flying weekend and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.